Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Just Two Brothers podcast, where we will be sharing our journey so far and some of the simple tactics we've learned that have helped us become great leaders.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Just Two Brothers podcast.
What do we got for them this week? What's going on, everybody?
We're going to talk about staying playful and professional.
Yeah. I think it's important to not, well, like we've said, not take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
We're just talking a little bit before we started recording here. Don't take yourself too seriously. You got to relax and let people get to know who you are. Have some fun. That's at work and at home with your kids. Don't forget you were a kid and to be a kid, and it's okay to be a kid.
Some of the most fun I've had was just letting loose and not caring with my kids.
Yeah.
And that's the shit that they're going to
You're going to look like a fool to the neighbors who look out the window and go, what the hell is wrong with him? But your kids are having a blast. I bet you have a bunch of stories about it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just a couple weeks ago at the birthday party, we all of us were having a water fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, adults and everybody included. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we had a blast chasing each other around with water balloons, and then it ended up the hose like it always does. Water fights always end up with the hose.
Whoever has that is in charge.
I like to start water fights. Outside, inside. I've gotten into trouble inside. I haven't had a water fight inside since I busted Jen's eye open with a glass of water. It was a measuring cup, Pyrex measuring cup with water in it. She faked one way, I faked, went back the other. She got a glass right to the eye. I had to go get some stitches.
Dick.
Still has a scar, of course, and still gives me shit to this day. We haven't had a water fight inside, but it would turn it like the sprayer on your sink. Yep. Oh yeah, that would be all over. Tiff would be yelling at us. There's water running down the walls. Dogs are barking at us. There's water everywhere. Yep. I get myself into trouble with water fights, and I have to clean it all up.
But the girls get to see that you have that playful side, and it's not always just they want to see that you're not an authoritarian person all the time.
Yeah.
You don't need to be. You can let loose and
should
play.
have done better with certain things.
Being more playful?
Yes. Absolutely. When kids ask to do something, don't brush them off. That's a regret.
And they pay attention to it. Mm-hmm. And they keep track of it.
Yep. And eventually you might not get asked to do stuff anymore. Mm-hmm. It's usually on you.
Yeah.
So yeah, be aware of that. Kids for one, they want to spend time with you. They want to have fun.
Yeah, when it comes to raising kids, that's a big one. And that's something that I came to be more aware of, was the limited amount of time that my kids are going to actually ask me to do things.
Yeah.
Because there's going to come a point in time where they have their own friends, they have their own stuff to do, and they're not going to ask Dad to do anything.
Yep.
And I'm going to regret all the times that I said, no, not right now. Too busy right now. And I still do. And there are plenty of times where, things have to get done. And it sucks, but I make sure that they know, hey, I have this stuff that has to be done. I know it doesn't make sense to you, but that's something we'll deal with. And my kids actually make me promise that I'm going to play with them. You promise?
That's
Pinky
interesting.
Promise? Like, yeah, of course I promise. I'm not going to break a promise to you. So they make me promise, and then we make sure we do. And if I don't, I hear about it. By the end of the weekend, Dad, you didn't play with us very much.
Speaking of that, I remember when they were coming over every Wednesday or whatever, and I was doing Legos and stuff with them, and they brought it over that one time. They made me promise to do it the next time. We ran out of time and didn't get to put it together that time. So they made me promise. That's funny.
Yep. You promise you'll do it next time?
Yep.
Yep.
That's funny. They made me promise. Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because they just want to know. And if you promise them and they know that you're going to hold on to your promises to them, it eases their mind on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually they're going to see, if you tell them no enough times, they're just going to stop asking.
Yep.
It's like anybody else. We've all done it. You get tired of it. You're not going to fight the same battle. You know what the results are going to be. You know you're going to get a no.
Well, and as you were mentioning, they get older and grow up, and their interests grow different, and
they get their friends and new groups of people that they hang out with, and it's not what they want anymore. They don't want to hang out with that.
Right.
So I have a couple more years of that where my life's going to be hectic. I'm going to have to give up on things that I want to do, but I'm going to lose that if I don't.
Right.
So I'll be playful with my kids all the damn time. We go to the playground, they pretend to be dogs, and I have to chase them down and put them in a cage because they want to just play. So run around and do that. We play Pokemon all the time. We run around and pretend like we're catching Pokemon. A couple years ago, I joked with them about setting up a trap in our yard to catch characters and toys. And we put a camera on it. And when they went to bed, I started bringing characters out, and I'd take pictures of them, and I'd make it move and look like they had characters were coming into the trap and we were catching stuff. They had a riot doing it. It's been 2 years since we've done it. They bring it up all the time, still wanting to do it. Granted, I haven't bought a bunch of new stuffed animals that I can sneak into existence because they think that they come out of nowhere. But that stuff sticks with them, man.
Right.
And it was time consuming. I had to go and set up a box with them. I had to go and take a bunch of pictures after they went to bed and then go through and edit them or get rid of the pictures that had me in it. And then go put it all back in there. And then in the morning, we had to go check all of that, and then go check the camera, check what the pictures were, and then freak out about whatever the hell happened. If Donald cut Mickey's leg off and he died because there's ketchup all over the place. I mean, it's just little fun stuff. But, dude, that means so much to them.
Right.
And that's what they're going to remember. And like you do your water fights. I have Nerf wars.
Okay.
So I have a Nerf gun in my bedroom. It always stays loaded. And every time that I just get bored and my kids are off doing their own thing, I'll just sneak around the house and start shooting them. And then we just have a big Nerf war around the house or the yard. I mean, there was one time I threw on all my Marine Corps gear, and I talk with my hands. I'm going to talk with my hands.
You're doing.
Yeah, I know. I put on all my Marine Corps gear, and I hid in the bushes and put dirt and mud and face paint on and everything like that. And I waited for them. And they walked around the yard looking for me, and I surprised them, and I attacked them, and we had a blast. Like, it's all that kind of fun stuff that I don't take myself too seriously.
Right.
If I do, they're not going to have as much fun because who the hell's paying attention? The kids are paying attention. So they need to see that I'm playful and that's the shit that's going to stick out to them.
Yeah, and I remember a few episodes ago you had talked about letting them jump in mud puddles and stuff like that. And just don't forget that they are kids. And
you can still be a kid with them.
Yeah.
Like
you said, you go and jump in them now. Yeah. Especially if they don't, you go and do it to... Hey, get your ass in here.
Encourage them to do it.
Right.
And they do what they're going... They will do what they're going to see everybody else do.
Right.
And if nobody's jumping in a mud puddle, why the hell would they jump in a mud puddle?
And if you can't relax and be dumb and be a kid every once in a while, what is the point of all of this? Why are we doing this?
Like, yeah.
You've got to relax once in a while. It's not all...
seriousness.
Bust your ass to get ahead. No, The purpose of getting ahead is so you can
Relax and enjoy your fucking life.
Exactly. So take the time to do that. At work, you need to remember you're a human being. You have experiences that people can relate to, like we've talked about before. Don't forget to have fun, because as long as you are a fun person, let them into that side of you as well. That breaks down those barriers, helps you get to know people that much more. You can joke with people.
Yeah.
They can joke back with you. It creates an environment that you are a family.
Yeah. Breaks down the walls, breaks down that uncomfortable barrier between people, and
where it's just work, where you are alongside of each other. You don't talk all day. It's miserable.
And you're miserable and upset that you have to be there. You
Right.
might as well at least have a little bit of fun.
Right. Have each other's backs and have some fun. It lets your team be a part of your life too. My team figured out when my birthday was. They decorated the entire department. I had a bike. My birthday was on a weekend this year. Or not this year, but this particular year. It was on a Sunday, and I had to work that weekend. Mandatory overtime. We have a bike. It was a gigantic shop, so we had a bike we rode around. We were one supervisor that would cover the whole shop on the weekends. There weren't that many people, not that much stuff going on. So yeah, had a bike. Well, they decorated that. I had streamers hanging off the end of the handlebars. I had the more streamers wrapped around it. I had a balloon tied to it. They gave me a princess crown to wear. I had a sash that said, I think, birthday princess or something, like, I don't know. I know there's people listening that have pictures of this, kind of hoping that some of them end up online, because they are pretty funny. The following year, they then posted those pictures all over the shop on my birthday. So and I just rolled with it. I rode on that bike all day long with my little princess hat to the entire shop. I didn't care that most of them weren't from my department. They all had a good time with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some people thought I was stupid. Some people laughed at me for whatever, being an idiot. I don't care.
Those people aren't going to enjoy their lives as much.
Yeah, anyways. I don't care. Most people loved it. Mm-hmm. Talked about it forever. And that endeared me to a lot of people. Just being able to
poke fun at yourself.
Yeah.
Not take yourself too seriously.
Exactly. Yep, I don't care. Yep, I look like a fool, dressed like a princess. Oh well. Mm-hmm. It was fun. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Is that ever going to hurt me?
Might hurt your ego a little bit if you really take yourself that seriously, but get over yourself.
Yeah. Somebody call you a fairy, and it's only gonna hurt you if you let it.
Right.
Whatever might happen. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't like it? I can get you a crown too. You want one?
You're just jealous because you don't have it.
Yeah, you don't look this good. Whatever. You can lean into it. Have fun.
Yeah, when people try to pick on you for whatever, having
just like fun, any bully.
Yeah.
Lean into it, take it away from them, and there it goes.
You're just upset that I look better in this.
Right, exactly. So yeah, that's one of the ways at work I allow myself to not be taken seriously. And I gave them fodder for a couple of years. Yeah. They said they decorated the department and people talked about it. God, I remember finding when they hung pictures of it up. I found pictures for months. We were finding pictures hanging up in random places that we forgot about. Like, oh, hey, look what I found. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
I love this. That's happened more times than once for you, hasn't it? Harry Potter picture.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was high school. Holy crap. Yep. I look like Harry Potter. How much I can do about it, especially when I put glasses on. Well, high school, some kid got a hold of my picture and the Harry Potter DVD cover. Swap my picture out for Harry Potter's, put a lightning bolt on my forehead, and posted it all over high school. Mind you, yes, I look like Harry Potter, and this was high school. I did say that correctly. High school. In 10th grade, I looked like I was 10, 11, 12. My senior year of high school, I was 5'4", 115 pounds. That was my senior year of high school. So imagine what I look like my sophomore year. And I still look like I'm young. Most people don't think I'm 36 when they see me.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm glad, I'm thankful for.
How long ago was that?
That was
Almost
sophomore
20
year, so 2002.
So it was 21 years ago?
Yes.
I think I might have told you this, but I went on a date with a girl about 2.5 years ago, and she still remembers.
I don't know if you told me that or not.
I made it. I asked her if she knew anybody from our family because she went to the same high school as you, and I said my brother was known as Lucas. I remember that name. I said there was a picture of him put up as on a Harry Potter cover around the school once. I remember that. Like, holy shit! It's been 20 years and you still remember that. So yeah, that's. Yeah, people still remember that shit.
Yeah, I think our mother still has it hanging on the fridge.
Probably.
I know it was there for a long time.
Mm-hmm. She's got it somewhere if it's not still on the fridge.
Because buddies used to take pictures of that. Come over in my 20s with a buddy and they're, oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, sure was.
I don't care. Whatever. Yep, I look like Harry Potter. Nothing I can do about it.
My experience at work, I mean, I've worked in machine shops for the last 13 years. And I mean, we call each other names. If we had an HR department, they would have their hands full because of the shit that we say, the things that we do, the things that we joke about. But we have so much fun just teasing people, making fun of people for stuff. And it's all in good fun. There's not a single day that goes by where we're not making comments to somebody, calling each other names. I'll hit on all the guys that I work with and just tell them how good looking they are and what's up, sexy. Like, I do not care. I am so comfortable with that and so comfortable with other people that's how it is.
Right.
And it makes people feel good. They get a laugh out of it. We move on with our day and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
There was a point in time a couple years back. I'd probably been at the shop I'm at right now for 3 or 4 years, and I was still in the Marine Reserves and everything like that. And the owner of the shop came up to me one day and says, "You know what I appreciate about you?" So what's that? He said, "I can say anything I want to you. I can call you any name under the sun." He said, "And you're going to make a joke about it and you're going to laugh about it." He said, "You don't take that any of it seriously. None of it's personal." He said, "I can say whatever the fuck I want to you, and it's awesome." It's the owner of the shop. He knows that he can joke with me about anything. I joke with him about shit all the time. Just because we've established that. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. We understand where the boundaries are and where the respect is set. But we're going to have fun with it.
Yeah.
I call the owner of the shop my dad. He calls me my son. And we're family now.
Yeah.
And that's just the kind of jokes and shit that we do.
Right.
Nobody's serious.
And that's the kind of relationship you can build when you let those walls down a little bit. Obviously, you have to get to know the person and be conscious of the relationship you have before you crack certain jokes. But yeah, I had the same thing with a lot of my team. When any moment in time, either one of us could have gone to HR and completely fucked the other one over. We both knew that, and like that's the relationship we had. God, some of the jokes, some of the things that would be said, downright fucking crude. Like,
Oh yeah.
dude, you can't say that to me. And we joke about it. And fake walk them down to HR. I got people good a couple of times with like fake walks to HR just to mess with them and completely catch them off guard because, yeah, I can be joking with them and then, whoa, you took that too far. We got to go for a walk. And the look on their face like, holy shit, are you kidding me? I really just crossed the line and nah, I'm fucking with you. Oh my God. Then, but just to let them know that you can joke too. And,
right.
You know, I have fun with it. Then they can see that they can joke with me and let them do that stuff to me. God, my team used to fuck with me. All of them coming up to me. They got me a couple of times with leaving all at the same time. Eventually, I figured out a couple of them. When certain people would come to me that never came to me and told me that they're leaving. All right, now what the fuck are you guys doing? I'm maybe stupid ones, but I'm not that stupid. So yeah, they'd mess with me back, and it's all in good fun. And yeah, why be so serious at work all the time? There's a time and a place.
Just because you might be in a leadership role doesn't mean you have to take everything 100% seriously.
Treat your team like family, and they will have your back.
Yep.
And that is awesome.
Yeah, they just want to see that.
Looking at that coffee cup that I rode over here with, like. That was one of their gifts, and they said, I'll never have another team like them. And they were absolutely right. Like, you do it right, you can develop awesome relationships. Mm-hmm. I have to look at #Trader every time I drink coffee out of that cup. But that was mutual. Like,
yeah, you never have that if you didn't break down those barriers and the walls and just let them know that you can have fun.
Too far sometimes and go, oh fuck, I shouldn't have said that. God, I hope they really don't go say anything. And you know, sometimes they're thinking the same thing. Like, holy shit, if somebody ever says anything, we're fucked.
I have one guy at work, one of the project managers, who he served in the Navy, and him and I have a different understanding of what we can joke with each other about. Because nothing is over the line.
Yeah.
A couple years back, he was his dad was sick. And I'd check in on him once in a while and ask him, hey, how's your dad doing? And everything like that. And a couple months went by and I hadn't talked to him about anything. Walked by one day and said, hey, Jerry, how's your dad doing? Oh, appreciate you asking. He only died 6 fucking months ago. Oh my God. Oh. So I felt like a dick, obviously. And then somehow we laughed about it. Fast forward 2 weeks later, Grandma Mapes passes away. I didn't get even a day's worth of grieving. I let them know that I had a funeral to go to. The next day, I walk into work, and Jerry comes with me. Hey, Joe, how's your grandma doing? Like, holy shit. It's been, 5 years now? 4 or 5 years? Yeah. I don't know. We still will walk past each other. How's your dad doing? Fucking great, man. Like, I haven't seen him in years. Haven't heard him complain. Nothing. We've had
doesn't feel a bit of pain anymore.
We've had so many looks from coworkers and our office manager and engineers just look at us like, what the fuck are you joking about death and your family dying for? What is wrong with you two? And we are in tears, laughing so hard.
People wonder what's wrong with you.
Yeah, it's like, I thought this is what we joke about.
Right.
Fucked up, made a comment once, and it has been an inside joke for years now.
Yeah, the inside jokes are great.
And it just not taking it too, like, that would mess up a lot of people. That is not something people joke about, and I guarantee I will offend somebody by saying that, but that's our sense of humor. We
Yeah.
don't take it too seriously. We know it's a joke, and we move
And you're
on
going to
from
have that relationship with some people and you can't with others. There are some people you, okay, yep, I realize I can't joke with you.
it. Yep.
Recognize that though, but get to know your people so you know how to act with them. Because if given the opportunity to relax, be that inner kid a little bit, you need to take it.
Yeah. It's important. With your kids, with your team, with your family. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
Spouse.
I think that's why,
I pick on Tiff all the time.
oh yeah, and I pick on people all the time too, but like even your girls from an uncle and niece standpoint,
Yeah.
I pick on your girls all the time. I love your girls to death. But if I was serious with them all the time, they wouldn't give two shits about me.
Right.
That's just, oh, that's Joe.
Right.
He's just kind of that way. But I fuck with them. I joke with them. I don't take anything too seriously. And
Dude, Jen is. I pick on Jen too, and I think I've picked on her too much. She gets me. Like, nobody gets me. Nobody shuts me up. I'm too quick for that. Jen gets me, and I'm like, damn, yep.
dude, my kids do it
Shit.
7 and 8 years old. They say
That
shit
is
to me
true,
like,
yeah.
what the? How?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just because kids have no filter. Somehow they're just quick witted like that because they don't care.
It's the best.
But yeah, Jen is, damn, she'll slay you.
She doesn't care what she says
No.
either.
No.
She holds no punches.
Yeah, I feel bad for her future spouse. That's, God save your soul.
Yeah, the only other thing I had, don't be afraid to be a kid. When you're too serious, I mean, work sucks.
Yeah.
And everybody's in just a stern mood and boring and don't laugh and crack jokes. Work sucks. It
Yep.
just drags. I mean, if I'm in a mood where I know people are shitty and not having fun, I'll throw on headphones and listen to a comedian.
Right.
Just so I can laugh and lighten up a little bit. To crack a joke. I can tell when shit's getting too serious. And there's been plenty of times where I've cracked a joke at the wrong time, and it's really upset people. But
Oh yeah, you got to read the situation.
a lot of the times it's, I mean, just a little bit of cracking a joke, picking on somebody, lightens up. It's a very uncomfortable.
Sometimes the moments where it may not seem like a joke is necessary is exactly when a joke is needed, and it helps endear you to people when you can take a situation and find joy in it. It shows you have a passion for what you're doing too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it's important to remain having a playful attitude, no matter where you are, no matter how old you are. I mean, even if you're 50, 60 years old, still remain playful. You're going to have grandkids, you're going to have employees or whatever that want to know that you're a person.
Yeah.
Want to know that you can keep up and just be a human being with them
Right.
too.
Even with your significant other.
Especially with your
Let
significant
let
other.
your hair down and relax and remember what it was like when you first started dating.
Yeah,
That's
don't let that
something-
go.
It's a hard one. As you go further and further into a relationship, it becomes easier and easier to kind of forget.
Because
You
that
just get into
person's
your-
just with you.
You just get into your routines, and yeah, you are. You're just there. Don't forget to have fun and remember why you love each other.
Well, and the important thing with that too is just like your kids, eventually they're going to stop wanting to do things with you. Your spouse is going to be the same way.
Yep, exactly.
You give up that relationship, that bond, that connection that you have, just being playful and not taking things seriously. You give that up, and the whole whatever everything's based on is gone. everything you built your relationship is gone
Mm-hmm.
because you stop nurturing it. You stop being playful.
Right.
Stop, carrying that relationship on.
Tiff and I, we were laughing so hard in the shower the other night. I don't even remember what I was picking on her about, but just laughing hysterically about bullshit. It's important to have those moments, and it's easy to forget those moments. Just get into your day-to-day rush. So like we've talked about before, the routines can be important because it helps keep you on a path. Don't forget about some of these things.
Some of it you might have to schedule. You might have to put in time to. We're just gonna let loose this day.
Yeah,
That's fine. Like I got to do that with my kids. Like I was saying to you before.
yeah. You make plans.
If I screw up or things get busy or I can't do what they planned or hoped we could do, just gotta schedule it later on. Say,
Right.
look, we'll make it up. We'll make sure that we do this.
Right.
We will still do it. Just not gonna happen right now.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
I think we'll wrap it up there. Again, just a reminder, don't forget to not take yourself too seriously. Be a kid every once in a while. Relax and enjoy yourself, enjoy your surroundings, enjoy the company around you.
Slow down, smell the roses, take it in for what it's worth.
With kids, it's important to not pass up too many opportunities to be that kid with them because they won't come around that often or forever. With that, I think we'll wrap it up. It's a reminder, we are everywhere you listen to podcasts. So make sure, whatever one you're listening to right now, hit that subscribe button. That way you do not miss a new episode. We're coming out every single Wednesday, 8 o'clock in the morning, with a new podcast on how to lead better. That is our entire mission. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a new episode. All right, guys. Have a good week. We will see you next Wednesday.
Thanks for listening.